Hello guys, I'm NautoAisDx here. It's going to be part of the Pre-E3 2017 special, and basically I want to give my thoughts on an interesting game I was browsing on YouTube that was revealed, and I saw this on the PlayStation YouTube channel, and that and that is, if you can see, judging by the screen, oh my goodness, Night Trap, the 25th anniversary. Oh my god. Okay, so if you somebody new to gaming that never grew up in the 90s or the 16-bit era, here's a little backstory of the history. So sit down, newcomers, new gamers, and listen to this old man's tale about Night Trap. Oh boy. Alright, during the 16-bit era, Sega Genesis just released the Sega CD. So you kind of notice the cheesy 80 full motion video is what they call it, which is early type of movies on a video game. Sega CD was using a CD type medium, not DVD, not Blu-ray, CD. And this game is basically, as some people I saw this on comment said, was the very OG original old generation Five Nights at Freddy. Why did I say that? It's because the premise of the game is that you were hired by a security agency, and your job is to protect these women in this house because they're having a slumber party, and somehow bad guys came in. And you set the trap, but you have to do just the right time. You gotta activate the trap where they at. So that, and it's not, from what I heard, the game was not that easy. And if you miss, oh boy, it looks a bit better remastered in HD, but again, it's like, okay. So that's what the game is about. The game is not that good. And a lot of people have to agree in the comments said, who asked for this? Yeah, I really want to know. Who asked for this game? I know I didn't, but someone did, I guess. Alright, so that's what Night Trap is. But the second part is, this is one of the games that basically created the ESRB, the Electronic System Rating Board. I think that's what they call it. So at the beginning, right now you kind of see E10, C, T, M, A, O. Yeah, something like that. Because this is when the video game system basically they had to regulate the game. The problem was prior to that is there was no regulation on ratings on the game. In other words, a kid can get a mature game, you know the story. So, and the problem was, the parents at the time in the 90s, at the time I was in junior high, I was in 8th grade. Now I'm an old man. I'm in my late 30s, let's just say that. So, yeah. So a lot of concerned parents said, these games are not for children. How do we know if the games are for children or not? So of course there was two guys who basically said, do something about it, or we're gonna stop video game. I forget what the other guy, but I know the other guy is Lieberman. Again, long time ago. Even G4 Icon did talk about the ESRB. And again, it is very important, the ESRB that exists. I do glad it exists. I know I sound like an old man, but yeah. So it's one of the games. The other games, of course, is Mortal Kombat, believe it or not. Doom. I think to some extent also Carmageddon for the PC or 3DO. Yeah, another obscure console. And the whole point is to regulate video games, to say, are these games are for kids or not? Again, so that's what Night Trap is. And now in 2017, apparently it's going to be spring 2017, so it's around the corner, maybe end of May, is the 25th anniversary. So it is still the crappy looking video. Now it's just more shiny, and I'm going to say the more HD-fied, but it has the same concept, which is you got to protect these women who dress in 80s sleeping get up. Oh my god, I don't know who asked for this. Seriously, who did ask for this game? It just Oh my god! So the reason I'm like flabbergasted because not a lot of people. It had a history, but not a lot of people really wanted to play this game. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say one more thing. I think it's Digital Leisure. So if Digital Leisure can release Mad Dog McGree and Fast Draw Shooting for the PS3, and again, those are FMV, where they were in arcade. You know, it's one of those quick time events, but it's a quick draw game on the PS3. So why not Night Trap for the PS4? Why not cheesy FMV on the PS4? I don't know. I mean, well, I mean, gotta say, a lot of cheesy arcade games did go to the PS3, like Dragon Agent, not Dragon, excuse me, Dragon Slayer and Space Station. If you don't know, those games also were released or is released to the PS3, 360, and those are very time event. And it's just cartoon, but it's very time event. It's really kind of not really that good in my opinion. I tried playing them, but again, like I said, if you can release those games, so why not with Night Trap? Oh my goodness! Like seriously, who really wanted this? Who wanted Night Trap? I want to know who. Okay, so enough flabbergasting here. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Night Trap, the 25th anniversary. With that, thanks for listening.